This is the outdoor lighting setup I never thought that I'd love, but now I can't stop using it. I showed up to this shoot like I always do, with my full gear bag ready for anything. I had options, I had my lenses, I have modifiers, stands, a full setup if I needed it. But once we got started, I realized I didn't need any of it. I used one lens, one light, and no modifiers. And for the first time in a long time, I wasn't chasing the light. That changed everything. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through everything. The gear I brought and how one outdoor test shoot turned into a paid client job. Let's break it all down. First, my camera choice, the Canon R5. This is still the workhorse for me. It's fast, it's reliable, it's responsive. I shoot in aperture priority 80% of the time when I'm on location, but when I choose to bring in light, like I did here, I switch to full manual so I'm in total control. The ergonomics, the color science, the autofocus, it all works together so I can focus on what actually matters, which is making pictures, not managing gear. I've had the R5 since the month that it came out, and it's still my workhorse. The lens that I chose is the 135 f2. I've used the Canon 135 f2 for this entire shoot. One lens, no swapping. I like to bring multiple options, but I shoot prime lenses exclusively. Lately though, I've been loving the simplicity and the intention that I get from shooting with a single focal length. The 135 gives me that cinematic compression. It separates the subject from the background without making it look fake. And that f2 fall off looks expensive. This focal length also forces me to move with purpose. It eliminates distractions and lets me zero in on the images that I'm building. Let's talk about the light that I actually used, the newer ML300. Now, this is not the smallest light in the world, but it's a studio light, a studio powered light. It's 300 battery powered watt seconds, no cords, and I use this just like this. So this was my setup. This with its main modifier. I used it raw with its 7-inch reflector, no diffusion at all. Hard light straight from the head, and it created artificial daylight effortlessly. I didn't have to find good light. I created it.
So I'm creating perfect Rembrandt lighting outside, and the sun is way high. It's way in the wrong spot, but I put the sun behind him, so the sun will actually act as like a bit of a backlight. And then the forelight, the front light, is actually the main light. And the whole idea is this is for Edwin, Japan. So I wanted to take him in a place that looked like Japan.
Why studio light outdoors? Instead of location scouting and praying that the light would line up, I got to pick a location that made visual sense for the brand and the wardrobe. And then I lit it like I would in the studio, except we were in alleys, we were in open lots, we were in Kensington Market. This is the method that I've been using to find locations for years. But now adding light on location, that is a new system. I shoot with intent. I try to control every single piece of the visual puzzle. And honestly, the simplicity of one lens, one light, and one subject made this shoot feel so fluid. Now, I'm not saying I don't prepare, but like I said, I brought my entire gear bag, but there's an advantage to using minimal gear. There's only one sun. So in this case, one light was absolutely enough. So let me talk about the real outcome of this test shoot. Daymon and I have been collaborating for 30 years. He's dressed many of the biggest celebs that I've shot. He brought in a few looks. One of them featured Edwin, Japan pieces. After that shoot, we posted the work, and almost immediately it got their attention. They reached out to him. He already had a connection with them. Of course, he tagged me in his posts. I get DMs less than an hour later, and After a few text messages, I was shooting directly for Edwin Japan. The behind the scene clips that you're seeing right now, this is my first shoot for Edwin Japan. One quick test shoot with my friend led to a client job. This is why I still believe in doing test work at a professional level, because when the right eyes see it, it creates real opportunity. I've been a working photographer for 35 years, and this shoot came from the opportunity that I created for myself. You could be doing the exact same thing, shooting top level spec work for brands and then tagging them in your posts. It works. These sessions, they also reminded me that less gear doesn't mean less control. It means more freedom, the freedom to create, the freedom to move quickly, and the freedom to trust your experience in your system. One lens, one light. Studio quality on the street. That's how I work like a pro. And by the way, if you want help building your photography business, one that fits your style and your goals, that's exactly what I teach every week in Pro Lab and Portfolio Lab. My 18-week camera to cash flow challenge starts soon. Link in the video description. And when you're ready to level up your work and your business, go to thecartymethod.com.